Hello and welcome to my Pale Moon deck profile. I figured I would do them myself because I've seen so many that are pretty bad. I'm not going to name any names, but they're bad. I'm sorry. Like, how can you put those cards in the deck? Like, 3 peekaboos, 4 peekaboos, no. Bad. Before I get started, probably going to ask where I got the mat. A lot of people ask where other people got their mat. This is an Illidan play mat. Got it from 2009 Darkmoon Faire. No, I will not sell it. And yes, it is sexy. One Girl Across the Gap as your starting Vanguard. Counterblast 1. Put her in the Soul. Amazing, amazing card. She's pretty much the only viable starter unless you're playing a straight up Soul Charging deck, which is really better for Dark Irregular than it is for Pale Moon, unless you're playing a Crimson, or not Crimson, Golden Beast Tamer build, which I've thought about toying around with, but this is Luke here. Triggers. 4 grade zeros, or 4 heals. I run 2 Candy Clown and 2 Popcorn Boy, just to throw off my opponent's count at tournaments. Everyone counts. I count. I remember what they have in their hand. It's just have a good memory to play this game. I've heard a few profilers call Candy Clown's art shit. It's just a little ugly and misunderstood. Yeah, he's not scary. You're just, a 6-year-old in a 35-year-old's body. Yeah. Clowns aren't scary, unless they're John Wayne Gacy, and if you don't know who he is, Google him. Murdered many, many little boys. Sorry, I got sidetracked. 4 crit triggers. Poison Juggler gives plus 3k if you put it in the Soul from the field. It's great for a final push. For Poison Juggler. Let's see, in a frame. Those are Poison Juggler. For Dynamite Juggler. 8 crit in the deck is pretty much needed. It's the best way to play it. For Draw. I run draws instead of stand because they recycle themselves early in the game. You can use it to push, get a Soul Charge, although Soul Charge isn't necessarily needed in a Precision Soul Charging deck, but it shuffles itself back in, giving you essentially 20 triggers if you recycle all 4, then 16, sorry. 2 Skull Juggler. I run Skull Juggler as a tech choice. You can run, from a pile here, you can run Mia instead, or Magician of Quantum Mechanics. If a Kagero or Dark Irregular or Royal Paladin kills your Girl Across the Gap, you will still have Magician of Quantum Mechanics. I used to run him. There is a ruling on him that if he is put into the Soul and is discarded, you no longer have to put the card that he pulled out back into the Soul. There is also another sort of ruling, it's all along with the same ruling, that if he gets pulled out of the Soul, so setting up your combo with them, if I put him into the Soul and call something out, and then I use her and call him out of the Soul, or I put him into the Soul more than once using his own ability, he no longer goes back, so the card stays permanently. Just some choices. If you run a more Soul Charging deck, she's really nice, but she's cheap. I don't really like her. I'd much rather use my Skull Jugglers and get superior calls turn 1, like pulling a Midnight Vader in my Soul. He is risky if you do check a crit. That sucks. That happens to me all the time, and I get laughed at when I lose a crit. But he's a good card. He's a 7k booster, so he's strong. Moving on. 4 Turquoise Beast Tamer. Turquoise Beast Tamer. She's 9k booster, almost always in the deck unless you get really, really unlucky and check all 4 of your Crimsons, which has happened to me once. I've also drawn all 4. 3 Perfect Card. Perfect Card. Some people call them Null Guards, but yeah, he's missing his little gold thing that pops out because he's old. 4 is too many. 4 Perfect Guards is too many. It clogs your hand. 3 Midnight Bunny. You could run 4. You could take out the Skull Juggler and put a 4th Midnight Bunny in. She's a very good card. She sets up with Purple Trapezist. purple trapezist. A full attacking row if the attack hits. Purple trapezist. Some people run 3. I call you an idiot, good sir, in a Lukier deck, or even Sarah. You have to run 4. She sets up so many combos. Just them 2. It's combo. She's in the soul. You wrote her grade 1. Hit with her. Put your Midnight Invader. Put your grade 3. Put your anything back in. Full swinging row. Booster and everything. Amazing combo. So, 4 purple trapezist. You can't run 3. Just like Sea Stamp Otter is in Great Nature, a have to run 4. If you don't run 4, people are going to laugh at you. You have to run 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Grade 2s. 2 Dancing Princess of the Night Sky. Counterblast 1. Search any card from your deck. I used to run 3, but I took 1 out because I felt that running essentially 6 copies of a card is enough. When you play her, she is also part of a combo that I'll show you. She's great. She sets up your soul for the precision soul charging. 4 Crimson Beastamer. This little bitch cost me like $11. It was not cool. I had to get 4 of them. And some guy from California, I bought one from him, and like 2 weeks later, he's like, it should be arriving in a couple of days. Never arrived. Got my money back in it. Yeah, I got to run something else in the tournament instead of 4, and it sucked. 1 Firebreeze Carry. Kind of a tech choice. Some people swear by him, but 2 counterblasts to drawing 1 card is a little bit ridiculous when the deck does fine without the extra hand advantage. Hand advantage is everything. Running the draw triggers does help too. Checking 2 at once is ridiculous. He's really in here in case someone kills my Girl Across the Gap, like a Kagero deck, and then I can't use my Soul Blasts or my Counterblast as much as I need to. Drawing card, it really baits blocks. I throw it out and people go to kill it. They go to block it. They'll waste a 10k block. Or if it's on my Vanguard, they'll waste 15 when I don't plan on using its ability anyway, because 2 Counterblast is kind of ridiculous. I'd much rather use them to give my Lukier plus 12k. Barking Cerberus, I run 3. I do have 4. I only run 10 grade 2s in the deck, which does pretty fine. I thought about knocking down 1 card, one of my grade 1s, to run 11. But it runs pretty fine with 10. 9 was horrible. I got grade locked all the time when I first built this. I don't know. I guess it was just bad mulliganing. On to grade 3s. The key card of the deck. 3 not Dancing Princess. Silverthorn, Dragon Tamer, Lukier, however you pronounce it. Almost sounds French. Her Limit Break is very nice. I actually had to use it the other day to save myself. I had a decent little soul setup.